Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's session, we will continue our discussion on QSet in ESP32 using FreeRTOS. In this session, we will build a demo where one sender task transmits an integer and another sender task transmits a structure containing two integers. So let's start coding. Start Visual Studio Code. Open the project we were working on. Add a new C file to make. QSet demo2.c. We need to change the CMake list file. We will keep only the file we are working on currently. Save it. Include the header files. Include stdio.h. Include freertos.h. Include task.h. Task.h. Include queue.h. We will make a structure for task 1, type def struct. It will contain two integer variables. Name it data. Then we will declare the queue handles. Queue handle P, one queue to store integer data. Then another queue to hold structure type data. Then QSet handle. Then we will make sender task entry function that will send integer data to the queue. So we will initialize it with 0. Then infinite loop for the task entry function. Each time it executes, we will increase the value by 1. We will increase the value and send it to the queue. We won't delay. It will send as soon as it gets a chance. We will make it of priority, lower priority than the receiver. Then we will delay it for a second so that we can visualize the result. Then we will make the sender to function. We will declare variable of data t. Name it packet. Now infinite loop for the task entry function. We will populate the packet. Another value for we will put it as now we will send the packet. We won't wait. Then we will increment the x value of the packet. We will then delay for 2 seconds. Now we will make the receiver task entry function. we will receive the active member from the queue set, the queue that is presently active or is ready. So we will make it a queue handle. Ready member. Then integer value to receive. Then data value to receive. Received packet. Then for loop for the task entry function. We will receive the ready member by waiting on the queue set for the port max delay. Queue set. Then we will put port max delay. Now, since there are two types of data that the queues are containing. So after receiving the queue handle from the xQueueSelectFromSet function, we will compare it with the two queue handles. So let us compare it. X ready member equal to integer type queue. We will compare the queue handles and then we will receive the value from the queue handle. The ready members, then address of the integer variable to receive, and we are making here port max delay, so we are sure that the member queue will have some value, so we will not wait here, we will put here 0. After we have received the integer value, we will print it. They received int. Else if the ready member is equal to the queues, we will receive the value in the packet. And once it is received, we will print the value. .x received packet dot 5. Now we will make the app main function. We will create the queue. xQueueCreate of size 5 containing the integer variable. Then create queue for the struct. Size of data key. Now we will make the queue set. X queue create set. 5 plus 5 will make it of size 10. The theory part of the queue set is in the previous lecture. Now we will add the queues to the set. We will add int to the queueSet, xQueueSet. Again, we will add the second queue to the queueSet, xQueueStruct. We will build the project. The license is not working. We have been working without it. X task create pinned to core, the task entry function, name of the task, stack depth 4 kilobyte. We won't pass any parameter, so we'll put null. We will make it of priority 1. We won't use any handle. Then running on core 1. We will create another Cinder task. Task entry function vstruct Cinder. Name it packet Cinder. Then we will make the receiver task. Task entry function, receiver. We will make it of priority 2. Hope this is fine. We'll build the project. Class it. Then monitor the output. The backend values are not increasing. I found the mistake. Backend.x is equal to 1. This is inside the loop. So every time this loop runs, the x is made equal to 1. So we'll keep this outside the loop. Better we will make a base variable. And I'll make it base here. Increment the base. I feel this is fine now. Save it. What was happening was in the loop, the variable packet x was getting value 1 again and again. So this value was not incrementing. We'll build it. We will build it. Class it. monitor the output. The Q1 is incrementing and Q2 is incrementing the values 30, 40, 50, 51, X and Y values. In this lecture, we demonstrated two tasks sending two different types of data to their respective separate queues, and which is a part of a queue set. And in the receiver task, we are receiving and comparing it with the queue handle and printing the values. So that's all from this lecture. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.